Smoking rooms need specific fire detection systems. Smoke detectors are vital. These detect smoke particles in the air. There are two main types of smoke detectors: ionization and photoelectric. Ionization smoke detectors are better at detecting fast-burning fires. Photoelectric smoke detectors are better at detecting smoldering fires. Heat detectors are also important. They detect increases in temperature indicating a fire. There are two main types of heat detectors: fixed temperature and rate of rise. Fixed temperature detectors activate at a specific temperature. Rate of rise detectors activate when the temperature increases rapidly. A horn strobe device can alert occupants to a fire. However, it's not a substitute for smoke or heat detectors. It provides an additional layer of safety. Even with glass walls, smoke and heat detection devices are still necessary. Visibility doesn't replace active detection. Smoke or fire might not be visible early enough for safe evacuation. A recommended system for a smoking room with glass walls includes several components. Firstly, ionization smoke detectors should be placed on the ceiling. They can also be placed within 12 inches of the ceiling. Secondly, rate of rise heat detectors should be located near the ceiling. They should also be placed in areas where smoke may accumulate. Thirdly, a horn strobe device should be connected to the detection system. This alerts occupants in case of fire. Additional considerations are important for smoking room safety. The smoking room needs a dedicated ventilation system. This exhausts smoke and prevents it from spreading to other building areas. Fire-resistant material should be used for the walls, ceiling, and flooring. Self-closing fire doors should be installed at all entrances and exits. Smoking should only be allowed inside the designated smoking areas. The ventilation system helps to maintain air quality and prevent smoke from triggering alarms in other parts of the building. The fire-resistant materials help to contain a fire within the smoking room. Self-closing fire doors prevent the spread of fire and smoke to other areas. These measures help to ensure the safety of the building and its occupants. Remember that regular maintenance and testing of the fire detection system are crucial. This includes testing smoke detectors and heat detectors regularly. It also involves inspecting the horn strobe device to ensure it's working correctly. Replace batteries in smoke detectors as needed. Schedule professional inspections of the entire fire safety system to ensure compliance with local codes and regulations. Building codes often have specific requirements for smoking rooms. These requirements may vary depending on the jurisdiction. Always consult with local fire officials or a qualified fire protection engineer. They can provide guidance on the specific requirements for the location. A well-designed and maintained fire detection system is essential for protecting lives and property in a smoking room. A combination of smoke detectors, heat detectors, and a horn strobe device provides comprehensive protection. Proper ventilation, fire-resistant materials, and self-closing doors add additional layers of safety. Regular maintenance and inspections ensure the system is always ready to respond in an emergency. Keep in mind that the specific types and placement of detectors may depend on the size and layout of the smoking room. Factors such as ceiling height, ventilation, and potential fire hazards should be considered when designing the system. A professional fire protection engineer can assess these factors and recommend the most appropriate system for the application. Early detection is critical in the event of a fire. Smoke detectors can provide an early warning, allowing occupants to evacuate safely. Heat detectors can detect fires that may not produce much smoke initially. The horn strobe device provides a clear and audible alarm, alerting occupants to the danger. A well-designed fire safety plan includes not only detection systems but also evacuation procedures. Make sure that occupants know the location of exits and how to evacuate safely in the event of a fire. Regularly conduct fire drills to practice evacuation procedures. A fire safety plan should also include procedures for reporting a fire. Ensure that occupants know the emergency phone number and how to provide accurate information to emergency responders. Fire extinguishers should be readily available in or near the smoking room. Occupants should be trained on how to use fire extinguishers properly. The type of fire extinguisher should be appropriate for the potential fire hazards in the room. Remember that fire safety is a shared responsibility. Building owners, managers, and occupants all play a role in preventing fires and ensuring the safety of the building. By following these guidelines and working together, the risk of fire can be minimized and lives can be saved. Always prioritize safety and take the necessary precautions to protect against fire hazards. It is also important to consider the specific regulations regarding smoking in public places. Many jurisdictions have laws that restrict or prohibit smoking in certain areas. Ensure that the smoking room complies with all applicable regulations. This may include posting signage indicating that smoking is permitted only in the designated area. It may also include requirements for ventilation and air filtration. The use of ashtrays and other smoking paraphernalia should be carefully managed to prevent fires. Ashtrays should be made of non-combustible materials and should be emptied regularly. Smoking materials should be disposed of properly in designated containers. Never leave lit cigarettes or cigars unattended. These can easily ignite combustible materials and start a fire. Regular cleaning and maintenance of the smoking room can also help to prevent fires. Remove any combustible materials that are not necessary for the operation of the room. Clean up spills and debris promptly. Inspect electrical equipment regularly to ensure that it is in good working order. Faulty electrical equipment can be a fire hazard. By taking these precautions, the risk of fire in a smoking room can be significantly reduced. A comprehensive fire safety plan includes not only detection and suppression systems but also preventative measures. Fire prevention is always the best strategy. By identifying and eliminating potential fire hazards, the likelihood of a fire can be greatly reduced. In addition to the specific requirements for smoking rooms, general fire safety practices should be followed throughout the building. This includes maintaining clear and unobstructed exit routes, ensuring that fire extinguishers are readily accessible, and conducting regular fire drills. All occupants of the building should be familiar with the fire safety plan and should know how to respond in the event of a fire. Fire safety training should be provided to all employees and occupants. This training should cover topics such as fire prevention, fire detection, fire suppression, and evacuation procedures. Regular refresher training should be provided to ensure that everyone stays up to date on fire safety practices. A well-trained workforce is a valuable asset in preventing and responding to fires. By investing in fire safety training, building owners and managers can help to protect their employees and their property. Remember that fire safety is an ongoing process. It requires constant vigilance and a commitment to continuous improvement. By staying informed about the latest fire safety technologies and best practices, building owners and managers can ensure that the buildings are as safe as possible. Fire safety is not just a legal requirement, it is a moral imperative. Everyone has a right to be safe from fire. By taking the necessary precautions, we can create a safer environment for ourselves and for others. Fire safety is a shared responsibility. Let us all work together to prevent fires and protect lives.